Doc, meron po akong diabetes, meron akong high blood pressure, meron akong high cholesterol, may fatty liver din po ako, Doc, at ito pang matindi, meron din akong PCOS. Matindi rin po yung mga allergies ko. Meron akong sakit na gout, mataas po yung uric acid ko. At most of the time, hindi po ako makafocus, mahina ang memory ko. Ano bang gagawin ko, Doc? Ginagawa ko po dyan, hindi ako agad-agad nagbibigay ng reseta. I refuse to give reseta. What I do is to have honest, masinsinan na conversation with a patient like this na bago lang sa practice ko. At ina-explain ko po yung kadahilanan kung bakit meron yung mga sakit na yan. Because truth be told, yung mga sakit na yan na na-mention ko po, these are what we call lifestyle-related medical conditions. So most of the time, lifestyle-related medical condition po sila. Meaning that they stem from the lifestyle choices that we make, the kinds of food that we eat, how sedentary we are. Dun po siya nakadepende. And so kung ganong paradigm ang ating paniniwalaan, then it makes sense na ang kanyang magiging gamot, hindi po reseta. Magiging gamot niya ay addressing the source, which is making better choices. Choices that will optimize your health. Usually, kung hindi naman ganun kalala, syempre, I always look at laboratory. So, we always look at the objective parameters as well. Laboratory, physical exam, ano ba yung kanilang BP, ano ba yung blood sugar nila, right? And all the other things that we can look at objectively. Ngayon, kung hindi naman ganun kalala, then I really don't prescribe anything. I really get them to do lifestyle modification muna. Siyempre, may mga kaso na talagang malala na and I would need to give the medication. In those cases, then I still talk to the patient. I still talk to them regarding the importance of addressing the source. Hindi kasi tayo pwedeng tapal ng tapal lang po. Hindi pwedeng band-aid technique. Kung ang rason ay making poor lifestyle choices, hindi natin pwedeng takpan lang ng pagbibigay ng gamot. Pagbibigay ng katakot-takot, kahaba-haba, kadami-daming reseta na napakamahal, maraming side effects. Kahit po yung mga over-the-counter na gamot may side effects. Kailangan nating maintindihan na we need to address the root source. And pagka root source na yung pinag-uusapan natin, then we need to be aware ano-ano mga lifestyle choices ang ginagawa natin that lead to these disease states. Because one thing is common sa mga disease states na yan, even cancer po, one thing is common, metabolism. There's a disruption in metabolism. There is an issue with a hormone called insulin. Merong problema sa insulin resistance. So yun yung pinaka-problema dito. Dahil ang katawan masyadong nasanay, eating all those foods that stimulate insulin a lot. So usually mga high net carb food, highly processed food na mataas ang sugar, itong mga bagay na ito magsistimulate ng insulin so much to the point na hindi na makikinig ang mga cells ng katawan natin kay insulin. And in that way, our body becomes insulin resistant. Pag pumasok na tayo sa state na ito, makikita na natin itong maraming medical conditions that many times coexist. And many of them, when they coexist, they are called metabolic syndrome, syndrome X. Dahil magkakasama, iisa yung root cause. So ngayon, ang gagawin natin, we need to be aware of the strategies that will help decrease insulin resistance at manumbalik yung sensitivity ng katawan natin kay insulin. And what are these strategies? Ito yung low-carb lifestyle where we transition from using glucose as fuel to using fat as fuel para sa ganung pamamaraan ay pababain natin yung insulin resistance. Ikalawa, we can use intermittent fasting, usually in combo with low-carb nutrition. Ikatlo, we need to move regularly. Insulin resistance responds very well to regular movement, regular activity. So, exercise po. Ikaapat, syempre, proper sleep. Pag hindi tayo matulog ng maayos, we will increase yung ating cortisol, which is the stress hormone. It makes insulin resistance worse. And then finally, stress reduction. Again, directly correlated sa insulin resistance because of the hormone cortisol, which impacts yung insulin hormone itself. So ito pong mga strategies na ito, each of them, I have made videos about them. Panoorin po natin. The important thing to note is kailangan nating i-address yung root source. And pag nagawa natin yon, then the state of insulin resistance will reverse. And pag na-reverse yon, yung mga medical conditions na yan mag-i-improve. Hindi lang tayo mag-lose weight, bababa yung insulin resistance, manunumbalik ang katawan, sensitibo ulit sa action ni insulin, and sa gayon, gagana ng maayos yung ating metabolism. And in that way, mababawasan yung mga gamot or even mawawala yung mga gamot na iinumin, ma-reverse completely yung mga medical conditions or they'll be put in remission, mag-improve yung ating wellness generally, holistically. So, very important po yan. Each of those na na-mention ko, may kanya-kanyang video sila. Look for them po. It's very possible to reverse your medical conditions through all those strategies that I've mentioned. Kailangan lang natin i-educate yung ating sarili po. So, we have so many videos regarding those different strategies. Kung kailangan ng extra gabay, join po sa ating group. Nasa baba ang link. Kailangan ng food guide, levelupwithdriris.com. Doon po mada-download. You can put in your comments kung may gustong itanong. Abangan yung mga live ko. Lagi po ako nagla-live para makatulong, sagutin yung mga questions natin about this kind of lifestyle. Dito ang pinapromote natin, holistic wellness. So level up po lagi tayo. Stay healthy and stay low carb. I wish you well.